Hi, I'm Craig. I am one of the Macmillan staff members that covers North and South Lanarkshire. And yes, I have been reading a lot during the lockdown, and it's been really important for me and my mental health to have that time to be able to focus on escaping kind of some of the reality that we're facing today. I have been reading quite a lot, more than I ever have, and one of the reads that really stood out is something that isn't usually the type of book that I would read. It was recommended to me by Chris Wilson, who you see on the platform, the e-services librarian. He said, if you want something different, why don't you try this? And I'm really pleased he did. It was a really, really good read from start to finish. And love really is the central theme for all the different stories and narratives in the book. So the story follows a couple who are escaping a war zone in Syria on their way to Europe, and you really feel as though you're part of that journey as well. It's quite intense. There's so many aspects of love that come up throughout. One of the things that I'm aware of, though, and the reason why I think it was so powerful is because you see refugees, but you don't often hear the stories, and I think that's something that stuck with me. You know, upon finishing the book, you almost felt like there was a call to action, and what I really enjoyed was the fact that the author had put what you can do, websites you can visit to help. So going back to the story follows the couple going from Syria through to Europe, experiences in many challenges on the way. They've experienced real trauma from where they've come from, and that has physical manifestation on some of the people in the book. I don't want to spoil it for you. One of the standout moments I think was really beautiful, and often there are moments of just beautiful descriptions, the way they are describing places and events. You are taken there, and it's absolutely amazing. But one of the most beautiful for me was a moment when a bee couldn't fly anymore, and he was stroking the bee and feeding the bee and leading it to food to give it back its energy so that it would continue. And that nurture and that compassion that comes from the man, you know, that's echoed in every aspect of his life, with his wife, you know, continuing to love through this awful experience. It's completely immersive, so once I'd started I couldn't really finish, and it was one of those page turners, which is cliche but it's completely true. And like I say, it wouldn't be the usual kind of book that I would read, but actually would definitely recommend reading.